It is Friday. The patio is open. Michael Kelleher, I'm going to go through LinkedIn real quick and get you onto your weekend. Maybe you're listening to this on your mobile device because I created the mobile app in the mortgage space and have been pushing it through. Sometimes I feel like nobody's listening. So what I'm going to do is take items where people are listening and add my mobile take. Now, if you repost what I did, like Terry Pope did here, well, you automatically get featured. And she is doing an unbelievable job over at the Capital Markets Cooperative. They do some amazing things over there. They are a co-op, and nothing is better than co-ops, especially in times like this, the togetherness, the ecosystem. I cannot wait till the Mortgage Bankers Association, the co-ops of the world, have mobile apps where we can all start interacting with each other. I saw a group of get together on a room in an app today. That would be awesome. You know, I wish somebody could invite me to a room to start having these conversations. If you're not following Seth Sprague, he gives some of the most insightful posts on LinkedIn from the Stratmore Group, who has access to all sorts of resources. Boy, would I love to go through their November 6th mobile app article. But let's just talk about today. Mortgage servicers with the CARE Act are going to face challenges, especially leadership at the CFPB. Talked to my secret weapon, Bob, today. And with the Democrats owning the House, the Senate, and the Treasury, expect the CFPB to come in with teeth. And what would the CFPB like better than anything? How about some transparency and data on what your customers are actually doing? And so that's where I think mobile apps are key. They are something you can give to the CFPB and say, look, we monitor when people are hitting the button of let me see my payment. I want to see my payment. We know every button they're pressing, and trust us, we're keeping track of it so that we can give them the best experience. Because anybody that's in that case, they're not picking up the phone. They're not talking to anybody. They're getting more debt collection calls. It's just tough time out there. If you follow the Barstool Fund, which will be making an appearance on here, people are having a tough time out there. So I saw Chaz put Z bad D, and then this person put A bad E. I don't know what either means, but it reminded me in Silicon Valley where Galvin Belfour, I believe his name is, he walks out and tells his two assistants, there's the honey on the bear is sticky. And so they spend, while he's gone on a retreat, 6 days trying to think of what their fearless leader meant. And they go and spend all this money on what the bear must mean, the audience, and sticky must mean the pizzazz. And all it was for the coffee, it was one of those honey bears, and it was sticky. So I am out of touch with what some of this talk is, but I do know tech talk. So Suha says, who's into tech talk? I am. So I'm going to listen and take a look at this link, and then I would love you on this maybe to be a guest host to go through some of these LinkedIn and talk tech. So, and you know what? You actually popped up a couple times. I mentioned EPM. They put some comments in there, and now they're popping up. So Leora is a friend of mine, and if she's on with Marcy Davis, this is a can't miss. These are trailblazing people that it created Empower, and what a movement it has and will have a lasting impact for a long time. It goes back to, I wish they had even a mobile app so I could get push notifications when shows like that are going on. Shant, number one producer in Boston, number one producer in the country. Here's his 2021 tips for realtor partners. He has a video to go with it. I am going to go through with a mobile app real quick. So, know where you're going. I would say to a realtor, I always say realtors are more scared because of Zillow than loan officers are of the Rocket. So where I'm going is to realtors to say, I'm going to set up a co-brand card for you. I'm going to set up a way where you're going to know every time your consumer's calculating, and I'm going to know too, and we're going to work together. So we're going to have accountability metrics. So our metrics are going to be when they hit search homes, We'll both know, and we're going to call each other. Deal? And then we'll call the consumer. Because 90% of people that search for homes end up, they're just shopping. And then 10% are actually buying. So my business initiative would be to go out and find those people that are buying homes, that 10%. And that would be using the accountability metrics, maybe seeing the people that calculate and hit search homes. Those are the ones I want to go after. But my 2021 business initiative is to educate the realtors that, look, it takes 25 leads for a realtor. They get 25 prospects to work with 2 to convert 1. And of those 90% people shopping, they talk to 17 realtors. So what's their pain point? Let's keep them off of Zillow. I'll put your search homes in a nice native app. We're going to know, right? And all 25 of those people every time, rather than just giving me the 2 and the 1, give me the 25. We'll get them on here, and together we'll get all the accountability metrics, and we'll keep them from shopping the other 17 people. That marketing plan, great. That's my marketing plan. I would go to my marketing department, ask for marketing around my mobile app. My communication plan would be, we're not just getting pushes for the fun of it. We're getting pushes because we're both getting them in the same time. So we are going to be the strongest triangle, golden triangle here. If I get a push about search homes, I'm going to call you, Mrs. or Mr. Realtor, and I'm going to say, Susie's on there looking for homes. Should we go and look at the calculator? Should we see what she calculated? Why do you think she is? If but nothing else, I'm going to call you every time they hit search homes because we're going to make each other better. And you tell me when they hit apply now. So you make a review plan. You'd be the only one going in December saying, hey, let's look back at 2021, how we did on mobile apps, right? It's that, or at the third quarter where it went from even to 200 billion more in purchase than refinance. You put on the mask, right? And you go into an office and with just your eyes, right? You try and convince somebody to work with you and muffled. No, thank you. Go with this plan or the plan I put together. And what are they afraid of? Zillow. So Zillow has a nice big announcement from Spencer Rascroft, who, it basically invented something that 267 million people a month go to look at property. This is an article about a group of people that are going to find property in Latin America and basically predict what type of property people want to buy. But I thought this was really cool. There's people trying to go global with ideas that you can raise a lot of money right now, more than 100 million, with an idea specifically around data and matchmaking. And always watch out for Zillow. Always be afraid of Zillow because then the realtors will feel it. Zillow controls everybody on mobile apps. That's the big race. I'll leave you with this on this weekend. The race is either retail through word of mouth and trust is going to get a lot of the deals, or Zillow will eventually be getting the majority of deals because 267 million people, 70% of them come from a native app who get push notifications all day long, or the servicers will finally have an app that people are on all day long. Those three are the market in 2025. And I'd be like, what are we going to do in 2027 when everybody is accessing their mortgage via their app? They're in there 3 times a month, and there's buttons to just update it. Refinance just with a quick button press. I mean, that's coming. But the purchase market will always be there. So just win on mobile. You only have to think about it maybe once a week, once a month to be better than your peers. Just win on mobile. You can't lose. So have a great weekend. I have some screenshots of ones I wanted to get up, so maybe I'll put a quick one over the weekend. Anything in the comments are great. If you think there should be a certain amount of minutes for this, like is 10 minutes too long, you let me know. If there's somebody you want me to shout out to, give this a repost or put a comment, and then we'll get somebody on the background. So thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the NFL playoffs, and stay on your mobile device.